big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he whipped straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And it's just a third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets them to about the 44. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're able to work this across midfield to the 40.
It's not pretty about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because it was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
They'll go play action. Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Good throw there. Too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 9 now. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the hump? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Time to get this guy mad because you know they're going to throw to his right. And that's not going to change even after that completion was forced.
Incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in. They dial up the growth once that time. It delivers to the 2 with a 9-yard loss. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And some room to run down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. touchdown. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first. Oh, he's ready. Lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those combat drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, there was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw again. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He's got him in. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cherry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And again, the run defense down this time. And maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not anymore. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. And Nash allowed to throw the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Faking the handoff. Howell.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards. and runs it 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Luntz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for first and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second down, it's Henderson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took that shot. It's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, he's the punter, Kobe Rodman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Second down. Howell now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Well, the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career reception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Howell. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Gibson again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Straight ahead, Gibson.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That one on the money to Bourne downfield.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a run game because sometimes you get out of your games. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
These guys be without a things will be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Powell, third and goal. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Okay, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, Cherry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A big play that time on a catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A give up the middle to Gibson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Hal down to throw it. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done this week.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And when you break it down, well, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Yeah.